Good morning, boys and girls. I had a couple questions on figuring out the surface area of these prisms, specifically with problems like number 2, the triangular prisms. So I'm going to try to help you out here by walking through a problem. The first thing that I did was read the directions here that says I'm going to need to find the lateral and surface area of each prism. Okay, so I wrote down, I messed up here, but I wrote down the formula. So surface area S equals capital L plus 2B, where L stands for the lateral area and the capital B stands for the area of the base. To figure out what the lateral area is, if you picture yourself in our classroom or whatever room you're sitting in right now, if you imagine that the bases are the ceiling and the floor, those would be the two bases, the ceiling and the floor. The lateral area, the L, would be the walls. So if you look around you, and again, if you're in a square rectangular room, you would have 4 walls. Those would be the lateral faces, the lateral sides. Okay, now how do we figure out the lateral area? Well, that's what I wrote over here. L would equal capital P times H, with the capital P being the perimeter of the base. Remember, the perimeter of the base is a 2-dimensional flat surface. For number 2, the base would be a triangle. There are 2 triangles, those would be the bases. And the H is the height of the 3D figure. Okay, the 3D prism. How tall? If I would stack all those triangles up, how tall would it be? So let's work through this problem. And we need to find the lateral and surface area, so we're going to start with the L. So L equals, write down, L equals capital P times H. So L equals the perimeter here. I'm going to highlight my figure, my triangle. So again, to figure out the perimeter, I would add up those 3 sides. First side down here at the bottom, that's easy, that's 20 inches. I'm going to put 20 plus. Now I need to find these 2 sides. This is an isosceles triangle where these 2 sides are the same. So to find those sides, I will tell you it's not 25. Okay, it looks like it's 25, however that 25 is pointing to this line down the middle, so it would not be 25. You actually have to look over here to this 26.9 to show that. So I'm going to add 20 plus 26.9. And again, since it's isosceles, the other side is also 26.9. Now I need to multiply that by the height of the 3D figure. Again, I wrote down the height of the 3D figure. To figure out the height, you need to measure when you're standing on the base. Okay, this figure is not standing on the base right now. Okay, the height is not 25. That's the height of the 2-dimensional triangle. The actual height of this 3D prism is right here with this 9 inches. Again, if you were 5 feet tall, if you're someone who's 5 feet tall, they measure you, when you go to the doctor, you measure yourself standing on your base. Okay, when you lay down for bed, you are still 5 feet tall. Even though if I would measure your height straight up and down, you would not be 5 feet tall. You'd probably be less than a foot. Okay. However, we always measure height when you're standing on the base. So if I would flip over number 2, what looks like kind of like a wedge of cheese, and put it on the triangle, the height would be 9 inches. So I'm going to put a 9, okay, out here. So now L equals, I add up my sides to find the perimeter, so that's, okay, 26.9 plus 26.9 plus 20. That's going to give me an answer of 73.8, and I need to multiply that by 9 to get a grand total of L equals 664.2 inches squared. And I'm going to highlight that. That's one of my two answers I need to find. I need to find the lateral and now the surface area. So I'm going to need that information. So now surface area, S equals, actually let me erase some of this stuff here so you can see. S equals L plus 2B. I know my L, my lateral area, I just found out was 664.2. Now I'm going to add that to 2 times the base. So now S equals 664.2 plus 2. Now my base is a triangle. The area of a triangle is 1/2 BH. I'm going to continue to work on this left-hand side. S equals 664.2 plus 2, in parentheses, 1/2. When finding the area of the base, I'm only going to look at this triangle. What is the base of this two-dimensional triangle? And back to looking at only the two-dimensional triangle. Well, the base of the triangle is 20. Now the height of the triangle. Again, I'm looking at only the two-dimensional triangle here. The height of this triangle is now, it's not 9. I'm just looking at the two-dimensional figure. The height is right here, and that's where the 25 comes in. So now S equals 664.2 plus 2 times 1/2 times 20 times 250, which would be 250. Now I multiply. S equals 664.2 plus, order of operations says 2 times 250, which would be 500. Now I add those up to get a grand total of S equals 664.2 plus 500, which would give me 1,164.2 inches squared. So the two answers I would need to see are L equals 664.2 and S equals 1,164.2 inches squared.